This is Support is Sexy, episode 274, and today I'm excited to share with you a free course on how to create your brand story. Welcome to Support is Sexy. I'm your host, Elayne Fluker, entrepreneur, author, and founder of Chic Rebellion Media. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, I interview inspiring women entrepreneurs who share their wins and their lessons to help you take your business and your life to the next level and create something sexy. Here we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Support is Sexy. I'm happy to have you here. You know, it just would not be the same without you. And as I mentioned in the intro, I am so excited to share with you a free course on how to create your brand story. Now, if you've been listening all week, you know that we've been talking about creating your brand story all week. We began with what is a brand story? So talking about what exactly it is and how it supports you in your business or as part of your personal brand. Then we talked about the stages of the brand story. So whether you're starting your business or you're just thinking about it and getting your vision clear, whether you're side hustling, maybe you're within a company and you're thinking about how to create something that you're passionate about outside of your 9 to 5. Or if you've been in the business for a while and you're looking at how to reinvent yourself. We talked about all of the different stages and how a brand story can help you get clear within those different stages. And then we talked about some key questions that I actually use when I talk to clients about creating their brand stories, asking who you are, what you're up to, what you're all about, what you stand for, what message you want to send. So there are questions that you can ask yourself if you're doing this on your own to help you get clear what your brand story is, what your vision is, and then what your brand story is to support that vision. And then in the most recent episode 273, we talked about secret ingredients for a great brand story. And I talked about what I use when crafting a brand story and really crafting almost any story as part of the secret ingredients for creating that. So I look at it like a great meal. So you start with an appetizer, a main course, your dessert, the cherry on top. And we talked about what all of those stages or all of those ingredients mean for your brand story. So if you want to go back and listen to those, you start at episode 270, then go 271, 272, and 273. And today on episode 274, I am thrilled to share with you. Well, first of all, I'm excited because this is my first course. I've done an audio training course, makebravedecisions.com. You can find that there on how to make brave decisions. But this is my first course with a presentation, video, where I'm really giving a ton of content to you on how to create something or how to do something. So this is the beginning of what I'm doing in this next year or next chapter of my business. I'm going into a new year with Support is Sexy. July was our 1-year anniversary. And my thing is to really begin sharing valuable content with you in the same way that we do through the podcast 5 days a week. And I'm so happy to have you here rocking with me through the podcast each day, but also to have things that you can go through on your own or things that I know people always ask me about, or frequently, I should say, ask me about. I want to begin to share at least what I know about those things with all of you so that you can use it to support you in your business, use it to help you make brave decisions, use it in whatever way you can. So really building a library of content, resources, and support just for you. So this course is really the culmination of the whole week where we've been talking about how to create your unforgettable brand story. And that is what this course is called, How to Create Your Unforgettable Brand Story. And in the course, these are the things we cover in much more depth than we did in the past few episodes. So what is a brand story? Why is your brand story important? Does it apply to your personal brand also? And I'll tell you, yes, but I talk about why it does. How can the right brand story boost your career or your business? How do you come up with your own brand story? What are the key components of a great brand story and or bio? And what do you need to have in place to promote your brand story to the world? So this is all the content and all the information. As I said, it's the process that I use for helping clients that I work with in creating their brand story. I share all of it here, map it out for you, give you all of the insider tips that I know so that you can work on or at least think about your vision and your own brand story for whatever you're creating. And I know some people have an adverse reaction to the word brand, but it really is your reputation, your vision, what you stand for. Those are the things that I'm talking about when I talk about your brand. Who are you? What are you up to? And what do you stand for? So this course goes over all of that and gives a lot more detail, a lot of how-tos, a lot of content and information. It's not too long, but it's good amount of information, at least I think, for you and to support you in creating your brand story. So the way that you get this course, just go to brandstory.tips. That's a cute URL, right? I love it. Again, go to brandstory.tips, not a .com, brandstory altogether .tips. And there you'll sign up and the course will be simply emailed to you. And then you can go through it at your own pace whenever you can, go through it again and again, copy any of the slides. As I said, it's video, which I'm very excited about. So there are slides there with information and content that I'm speaking about so you can follow along. Or if you're an audio person, if you're listening to the podcast, you probably are, you can just listen to it as well. But either way, I want to make sure you get this to support you in creating not just your brand story, as I call it, your unforgettable brand story, something that stays with your audience, your customer, your client, your colleague, something that you feel great about. That's the main thing. Something that you feel great about and how you feel really translates through your story and connects with your customer, your audience, your client, whoever you're working with at that time. So go to brandstory.tips so you can find out more, get more information, sign up for the course completely free. You'll get the course, all of the content, all of the tips. And then in the end, I do tell you, if you're interested in getting more support around creating your brand story, I offer you a way to do that. And it's interesting. As I mentioned, this is new for me with creating more courses. It's something that I'm really excited about and I've been researching. I've been, as I always say, living the question of how do I do this and the best way to create this. So a lot of it was an experiment for me, finding the tools to use and how do you create the PDFs and all of these things that go into quote unquote course making or whatever you do. And everyone has their own way of doing it. And there are tons of great tools out there to help you. But I went through the process and figured it out and asked people questions that I knew were doing something similar. It really is a process of experimentation, which is something in business in general that you cannot be afraid of. You have to be okay with not knowing. The only way you learn, in fact, I think, is being okay with not knowing. Actually, you should do a podcast episode about that. But you really have to get uncomfortable. And for me, not knowing was uncomfortable. And am I doing it right? And then getting to the point where things didn't work as they were supposed to, not because I did necessarily anything wrong, but there were things I didn't know I needed. So all of that to say, it's a great experiment for me. It was a great experience, really, for me. And I would love to hear your feedback on it. So, you can let me know at Elayne Fluker, at Support is Sexy. And also you can email me, Elayne at elaynefluker.com. I would love to hear from you. But most important, I want you to go to brandstory.tips so you can get the course, get all the content, and get started creating your unforgettable brand story. Something that you're proud of, something that you want to share, something that gives you energy and passion about your business. In fact, I say you want to be able to communicate your message with passion and ease. Passion and ease. So that is what I hope and what my intention is for this course on how to create your unforgettable brand story, to help you be able to communicate your message to whoever you're talking to with passion and ease. All right. So thank you all so much for listening to the series all this week. I'm excited to get your feedback. I'm excited for you to sign up. I'm excited just to have you get this content and digest it and see what you think. And then more important, even if you never tell me what you think, see you or give you the support you need to be in action, right? There's learning in action. So I'm giving you some tools to help you be in action. And if you need me, I'm here. All right. So go to brandstory.tips, sign up for the course, and get started. Thank you so much again for being here. I appreciate you. And until next time, you know what to do. Go out there and create something sexy. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care.